O Word of God, come into this space. O Word of God, come send us your grace. Open our minds, show us your truth, transform our lives anew. O Word of God, come into this space. O Word of God, come send us your grace. Open our minds, show us your truth, transform our lives anew.
Good afternoon, parents, grandparents, guardians. The New York Oratory of St. Philip Neri, New York Media Ministry is pleased to share with you today the Christ in Us tool that we will be using for religious education this year. So we're going to review a few things and help you to understand what your child will be using to attend religious education courses and to do some work in religious education throughout the course of the year. So we'll begin on the Christ in Us website, christinus.com. The first time that you visit the website, you see a box that prompts you for a zip code. This is not the zip code of your home, but the zip code of our parish. So using St. John the Baptist as an example, I will enter 10968, and St. John the Baptist appears as a choice on the drop-down list. Once I select that, it converts to a login box. The login credentials for both yourself and your students have been sent to you by email. So please make sure that you find that email and give your children the username and password that they will need to get into Christ in Us. So we have a sample student that we'll use to show you what's inside Christ in Us. Upon logging in, the students will be looking at this main page, which Christ in Us calls the library. So when I click library, that's the page that it's taking us to. We showed the students this in the student introductory video. This page is a very useful landing spot because on the left side, students will always see the assignments that they have been given by their teachers. There can be no doubt about it when you see it right on the left side of the front screen. And on the right side, the messages that the teachers have sent will appear right there on the screen. So without even having to go into the message section, which also can be done, any important messages that are being communicated home to the students by the catechists will appear here on the library page. Students will also find a small resource bank and then a portfolio of their completed work once any of their assignments have been completed. On the menu of Christ in Us, located at the left top corner, we'll find other things such as the calendar, that portfolio link, assignments. This is another way into assignments. Messages, also another way into the messages area. And then the log out button, of course. So here's the message. Messages look like simple emails, no different than sending and receiving an email. So to give you a sense of what will it look like when my child is assigned a lesson, we'll go into the first unit and then take a look at the first lesson. An important thing to know, which we pointed out to the boys and girls, is that their textbook, the same one that they have at home, the electronic edition of it is available right here on the Christ in Us website. So they would look for the student edition and parish edition. Right where they see the little book icon, they can click that, and the same text that's inside of the textbook can be read online. So if the child prefers to read the book online, they can do it right through that book icon. Each lesson will come with different components that your catechists have selected to help the students understand the things that they're learning. You'll see things like songs, videos, vocabulary words, activities, family activities. And we ask you to be as helpful to the students, to your children as possible. And we remind you that you're really their first teachers, and the parish community is only here to help you to be the teachers that you are. Please look ahead at what the children are going to learn. Spend some time previewing any of these units, any of the lessons. And if you feel there's a connection that you can make or a teachable moment in life, share it with the students, even if they're not learning that topic at that particular moment. So as I preview through different units, you may see something that speaks to you, and then you can share with your child, here's what helps us to pray. When you see that lesson is coming up, or you know that it's about to be assigned, maybe you want to share with your children something about your prayer life or something about what has helped you to pray. Different things about the liturgical year. As we go through liturgical seasons, perhaps seeing those seasons on the horizon, you can talk to the students about, what do you remember about Advent or Christmas growing up? What was Lent like for you when you were younger? So religious education, just like all the realities in our world today, we shared with the students. It's a little bit different than what we're used to. And this can be new and exciting. But we ask you to help the children, help them to navigate this tool. Christ in Us is a wonderful tool. It gives us a lot of opportunities for learning. Don't ever be overwhelmed by it. The teachers are not going to assign every single thing that's available. They have many resource banks, and they will select. This is custom made, so when the teachers get to know the children and know what they already know, the teachers will select the material that is most fitting and will help them to grow most and to learn most this year. Also, anytime that you have questions, reach out to the parish catechists. They're here to help you, and they are more than willing to guide you along the way. So, this year will be different, but we hope it will be special. And using Christ in Us is going to be a good experience for the students, a new one, but one that can be powerful and one that we can share as families. God bless you.